At ringside with Amber O'Neal, you have got Amanda Rodriguez. I understand you've mentored her before.
I'm actually mentoring her currently, and I understand that she was lucky enough to get a win the last time she was here, but she was working someone that's kind of still irrelevant in wrestling. I know I've never heard of her, and I've been doing this for 15 years. So if I've never heard of you, you're kind of unheard of. However, Amanda, thanks to my guidance, will be someone that the world will know who she is. But the fact of the matter is, I've mentored a lot of girls. Chrissy Vane, Jamie Jamison, a couple more that turned out to be shady that I'd rather not mention. But I think Amanda's on the right path. So I'm going to take care of her, and I'm going to make sure she does well. However, I never teach any of my students everything I know.
Good luck, Amber.
Thank you.
Now, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by you Southern filth ingrates, I am the Tommy Thomas. I am the most beautiful woman in wrestling's management consultant. Ladies, shut your mouths and take notes on what a real woman looks like. I see you, boy face. I see you, no chest. I see you, ugly. This is a real woman, and all of you men should be on your knees right now, worshiping the ground that she walks on. So hailing from Charlotte, woo, North Carolina, the beautiful Amber O'Neal. That's how you do your job.
Hailing from Lima, Peru, this is Amanda Rodriguez.
Idea.
Well, she's been around a while. She has a very good win-loss record, too. I also think Amanda Rodriguez has done a good bit of training up in Charlotte, North Carolina at the High Spots Academy. And you don't know what High Spots is, go on highspots.com. They're a merchandise dealer, but they also have a wrestling school up there. And also George South has mentored her too, so this young lady's doing a lot of her homework.
I know the last time I interviewed, she said she trained all over the country with various people. So
last month she got hurt, but she pulled out a win over Kimberly Spade. Wait a minute. Amber's saying she got hit. I don't think so, Mike.
that's an old school trick right there. Referee doesn't see it, but he hears it.
Amanda's trying to embarrass Amber now.
Ride 'em, cowboy. Well, Danny, she's getting a spanking whether she deserves it or not.
I think this is psychological warfare. She's trying to get inside Amber O'Neal's head.
I don't know what that is.
This guy at ringside is the Tommy Thomas.
I was just fixing to ask you that. I was outside when the match started, so I didn't hear the introductions or anything, and I don't have anything here on my cheat sheet to know who he is or where he came from or whatever.
He's a manager and a lawyer, so don't ask him for no legal advice.
Where did he come from?
I think Charlotte.
Charlotte, North Carolina. All right.
I do not approve of this whatsoever. What kind of man can hang his head high and says he beats up women?
I tell you what, it takes a low life to do something like that, Danny.
I know he's trying to help Amber O'Neal, but I don't like to see that. I know that I'm going to make a little public service announcement for you guys at home watching us on Channel 14, Union Connection. And there's a lot of kids that may be watching us. That's something I don't want you to see. So don't think you can go hit your mom or your sister or anything. So that's a very, very bad example.
I don't know what to say, Danny. That's uncalled for.
I kind of hope Amanda kicks him right in his mouth before this match is over.
Well, that.
Amanda Rodriguez now being choked. Now he just spit in her face. Come on now. I don't know where Derek Vanderford's at, but I'd kick this joker out of the building.
I'll tell you what, there'll be some fights coming down for him, I'm sure. This is utterly ridiculous. I'll tell you what, I've seen a lot of independent shows in my life, and I've been to a lot of wrestling matches. I've never seen anything like this. This guy should be banned from wrestling.
I am offended by his action. We're supposed to be unbiased announcers. And I try my best to be fair, even to the good and the bad. But in this case here, if this guy gets his clock cleaned, it couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
Well, I agree with you, Danny, 100%. If I was able, I'd get up and give him an attitude adjustment myself.
Amber O'Neal with the head scissors.
Tried to do some form of the tarantula, wasn't she?
I think so.
Just never did hook the ankles.
She's trying to do something kind of like a tarantula, but she got her in trouble. Let's see if Amanda can't turn the tide. She's standing on the Her hair. Amber O'Neal kicking her in the back. Amanda's in a full Nelson. Got a roll up. Neck breaker. The sweat right there, Mike. She almost lost her on that neck breaker.
Yes, she did. I was sitting over here just grimacing in pain myself. That looked like it hurt.
She got her, but I mean, that's what. When the heat in this building makes a difference.
Well, I'll tell you what. Just like it was before, you get somebody, you're pulling on their chin, or you got them in a front face lock or anything like that, and all this heat, it makes it really double tough to breathe. You can tell Amanda she's going to have to get that second win one way or the other, because she's thoroughly exhausted. At least from my viewpoint, that's the way it looks.
Ladies still hanging in there. And Rodriguez with a couple of lariats. Russian leg sweep.
I'm not going to elaborate on that anymore at all.
I don't think we can call that on TV, Mike.
I don't think we can't either.
DDT from Amanda. Amanda trying to get even with her because I think Amber was more or less, let's just say this, trying to embarrass her.
I guess that's the best way to put it, yeah.
Well, that's about the best way you can call it. I mean,
exactly.
Backslide. It was all in the rope.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Tommy Thomas.
And your winner of the match, the most beautiful woman in the world, Amber O'Neal.
Very, very controversial right there.
You fat losers that love this fat loser, you need to get used to seeing a new face and champ in town. And it's called Amber